Let's go to Sema. It's 5:30 and we are on our way to Sema. For our viewers who don't know what Sema is, it stands for Specialty Equipment Market Association. And basically what that is it's the entire automotive industry gets together. Everybody who makes parts for custom vehicles, car companies, wheel companies, people who make engine parts, they all get together in Vegas and they all showcase all their brand new products. It's 7 o'clock and we're just getting on our way to Vegas, and with us it's never a just get up and get out of the house. It always takes a minute. We got up at 5:30 and now we're finally on the road to get there. So it's Friday and today's the last day of Sema, and Friday is usually when everything's kind of calming down and the excitement of the whole week is over, but it's the only day that we could get to go up there. I know we really don't have any particular reason to be there going to Sema, and really the only reason we go is to make cool videos and check out a really cool show. So we just crossed the California-Nevada state line, and it's locally we just call it state line, and we'll be back here in 1 week for the Chubb show, so look out for that video. That's the next video that's going to be coming out, so look out for that one. See it? It's locked. All right, so we got the car parked and we're about to walk up into the halls. We do this every year, and it's almost become a kind of a tradition. We park kind of far away in this little neighborhood back here. That way we don't have to spend the 20 bucks for parking. Angie's my PA today, my backpack holder. She's doing a great job. We also have our badges. We got those earlier in the mail. The first hall that we're going to be walking into, so each hall kind of has its own different theme of companies. Like the South Hall, upper level, mainly has like tire companies and like I don't know, like agricultural stuff. And the first buildings that we're going to walk into are sort of the new vendors to the entire Sema show. And our buddy Mike, that's where his booth is, since this is his first year. Oh, that was awesome. We're gonna go look for him and check out his booth. We're walking into our very first building in our very first like 5 minutes here at Sema. And whose booth is the first one we see? It's Mike's booth. It's the Flow booth. I don't think I've said this yet in the video, but hey, welcome to the Kustom Life vlog. We're here in Las Vegas for Sema, and to our brand new viewers who, if you stumbled across this channel, you're like searching out Sema videos and you came across ours. We're an automotive channel that specializes in going to car shows, doing show coverage, showing lifestyle footage of the mini truck life. So make sure you like and subscribe, and when you subscribe, make sure you hit that little bell button down there. Make sure you hit that little bell button down there. That's the way you get notifications as soon as videos drop. And if you want to find our other social media stuff, we have our Instagram here, we have our Facebook here. I think that's all we have. That's all we have, right? Should we to the 4Runner? Nah. While we're here at Sema checking out all these rides, we're gonna put together our top 5 picks from the show. And you know, us being mini truckers, we have a little bit different perspective. So expect our top 5 picks to probably be bagged. And trucks. Not necessarily all trucks, because we like cars too. There's a lot of different trucks here from different clubs and a lot of vehicles from different clubs, so I'll try to point as many as we can. So we got a truck right here from Acrophobia, from I believe like the Oklahoma area. And right here, we got this truck from Relaxed Atmosphere. One of the really important things about Sema when you're at Sema trying to get like show coverage and stuff like that is patience. There's tons of people walking around, so you got to kind of pick a vehicle that you want to take a picture of or take a video of, and just be real patient. So when you have patience, it really pays off. Walking into the main halls now, and this is where we're gonna find all the big companies like Chevy and Ford and like all the big manufacturers. And this is probably where we're gonna find some of the most unique vehicles. Right now, Angie's favorite wheel color is this. You totally dig these wheels, huh, Ange?
Yeah, I do.
That copper color, Angie's like totally into right now. As we're walking around, it can be really easy to get overwhelmed by this place. It's so big and there's so much stuff going on, so you kind of find yourself walking around like, what should I do next? What should I go look at next? And as I walk by saying that, I come across, this is a Audi R8 that was also built by Sadistic Ironworks. It's probably, I would say, the world's lowest R8. We're here checking out one of our favorite companies, AccuAir. So that's what we have on the truck right now, is we have an AccuAir E-level system. And to be completely honest with you, is I love it. We've had it on the truck for about 4 years now, and it always works. Entering the next hall, which is filled with all the different paint companies and different wax companies and finishes and stuff like that. And I think this is where we're gonna find some pretty rad cars. Take a little break. Have I mentioned how huge this show is? I need to take these little breaks in between. Seems to me that like C10, K5, C30s are really popular this year at Sema, and we've seen a handful of them that are just over the top. Just as I say that this is like a whole bunch of C10s, there's this really cool Dodge. So I've seen some pretty cool Dodges and some F100s as well. Yeah, I definitely spoke too soon about the C10 things. This F100 is super cool.
That's a lucky.
It definitely has like a 60s lowrider vibe going on. And that's one of my favorite versions of lowriders. Is I grew up being a lowrider guy before I was a mini trucker. Actually, I never owned a lowrider, but I loved lowriders growing up. You know, your traditional 13-inch, 64 Impala and 13-inch Daytons, that's the best lowrider. But I have a strong love for these like 60s lowriders, late 60s, early 70s Bellflower lowrider style. Speaking of vintage lowrider, like late 60s Bellflower lowriders, these are really popular in the 60s. They basically go like on the back package tray, and they're like, I guess they're supposed to look like vents or something. But yeah, this is a real traditional like late 60s lowrider product. Talking about our top 5 Sema picks, and whoa, I think that's a pretty heavy contender right there. One of my absolute favorite colors to paint a car is black. There's just something about a black car that like this looks like you could just fall into the paint. That is just, I can't describe it, it's just a really cool color to paint a car. I'd have to say one of my favorite booths at Sema every year is the House of Color booth. The cars they have in here are just like over the top amazing. So not only do I have a love for lowriders, I have a special love for 64 Chevys. These are my favorite cars, and a lowrider, that is my absolute #1 car. probably don't even have to tell you guys whose car or what this car is. The only thing I'm going to say about it is it's super rad in person. I'm about to get in a Ford Focus right now, and it looks like some sort of like virtual reality like headset thing. I actually don't know what's going on, so we're just going to jump right into this thing and see what happens.
Ken Block.
It's at the Ken Block experience. Oh, it's the Ken Block VR experience. So I think we're gonna. Oh, we're about to get in. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Out here in the parking lot in front of the halls is where they do like most of the like expedition, like drifting and stuff like that. And I think it's sponsored by Ford. So that like crazy thing that we were inside, that VR thing, that actually filmed that out front here. It's a pretty rad experience. This is the Lincoln that Mike and his crew built for the show. And it was actually painted, so this is kind of an interesting story. They built this in the first couple months before Sema, but 3 or 4 days before they had to leave to bring the car here, Alan from AK Airbrushing, who painted our truck, painted this thing. I gotta give Alan mad props, because to paint this beast in a 4-day period and have it look this amazing is just, that's something special. I really dig these style of wheels, but I don't think I could trust myself with something with such a big lip, because I would curb the shit out of these things. I found it. I found the shit car. This guy says I could jump on the shit car. Get on. All right. I'm the king of the shit car. I think it's pretty official. I want a big body sedan laid out. That's it, I made my decision. We're checking out this Ford and we're looking at this crazy wrap and we're like, whoa, is that just like a textured wrap? All we had to do was walk 5 more feet. 100% Dremel engraved. Out of all the C10s I've seen today, I think this one is my favorite. This thing's really cool. It's got like a utility box bed, it's body drop, it's laid all the way out. I like it. Found another super rad Bellflower Lowrider style. It's a Buick Riviera. Damn, that's cool. It's also a John D'Agostino build. I hope I said his name correctly. He built a 69 Eldorado that Travis Barker owns. That's one of my like top 4 favorite Cadillacs. But this Riviera is super dope. I can appreciate the I don't know, man. This looks like runs to me. It looks like someone just took some white paint and went shh. Everybody's getting all their rides ready, getting ready to roll out, and at the end of the day on Friday at Sema, there's a giant caravan out. So all the cars, or not all the cars, but most of the cars that were in the different booths, everybody starts rolling out and they kind of like caravan through the middle of Sema and out the front end, and there's a whole bunch of people posted up out front to check it out. Crouched down here with a bunch of people around me, and the things we have to do to get these shots. Rollout started like 2 hours ago?
Probably.
About 2 hours ago. So rollout started about 2 hours ago and it's still going on. But I mean, to get to hundreds of cars out of these buildings takes a while. Heading out of Sema, we had a great day. This place is, like I've said before, it's huge. And we are absolutely beat right now. I'm so done. But I tell you what, every year it's always awesome, every single year. You know, this is like our 4th year coming, and after a while you would think like, oh yeah, Sema, it gets kind of repetitive, but nope, it's great every single time. So that's it, Sema's over. They're breaking everything down right now. I'll try not to get run over by this forklift. Man, they don't mess around when they're tearing this place down. Like, it is Sema Friday at Sema, and they're like tearing this whole place apart. You cannot check out everything in one day. I mean, we tried. We spent all day walking all of these halls, and we try to see it all, but there's just no way you can't. We're heading back to the car right now, and the next stop we're gonna do is we're going downtown to check out this restaurant, Tacos El Gordo. And we always hear everybody talking about this taco shop, so we gotta go down there. I need 2 things right now. I need tacos and a beer. I definitely need those 2 things. Everybody talks about how dope this spot is, and judging by how crowded it is in here, I'm willing to bet it's pretty damn good. Where do I start? So we got some al pastor, and we got buche, which is pork. I don't even know where to begin. All this looks just so amazing. Woo! That's all I gotta do. That's all I gotta say about all that. Man, those tacos were delicious. That was like the perfect end to this day for SEMA 2017. Thanks, Vegas. We're out. We'll see you at the next one. Thanks.